All right, welcome to the detention docket for the 3/23rd. We are back on Zoom for, I guess, 29 more days during this uptick in coronavirus cases. But I'd like to remind everyone this is still a court proceeding. People are expected to behave appropriately for court. So please be dressed appropriately. Please have your cameras on. Do not have any domesticated animals, alcoholic beverages, narcotics. All right, welcome to the detention docket for the 23rd. And then what else? Please not use a restroom, shower, toilet. Please not be laying in bed. Please not be consuming food. Please not have children running across, smoking. Unfortunately, all these have already happened previously. And do not have any moving backgrounds, do not be from a moving vehicle. So if somebody's here on iPhone, you do have a ceiling fan that is rotating in the back. Please either get the shadow out of the screen or turn the ceiling fan off, please. Thank you. All right, so no portion of this broadcast may be recorded or broadcast or published. Violations of this order are punishable by contempt of court of up to 6 months in the Tarrant County Jail and a $500 fine. I'm trying to think of what else was there. It's been a while since I did these. Forgot my spiel. I think that's it. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with Serena. Hi, Serena.
Hi, Judge Kim.
Oh, you know, I hate seeing you like this. So, Serena, you're 17. You've been here for 30 days. You know, it's a 10-day hearing. Review your case, decide whether to keep you or release you. Your attorney, Ms. Jacobson, is here. And if I keep you here, you'll see a judge every 10 days while you're here. All right, so I had ordered you placed at the refuge. You were unsuccessfully discharged back in June. Wait, do we have a caseworker here from OCOK? Lori, is that you today?
That is me, yes. Hi, sir.
All right, so I had placed her in the refuge back in 2019, I think. And then she was discharged. Did we go a second time?
She did go a second time.
Okay. All right, so then you were abscond status. You were found in DFW on June 28th, brought over here. You're positive for marijuana. All right, Lori, what's the plan?
We are currently searching for placement for her. She did have an interview last week with Freedom Place. I have not received an update if they're willing to take her or not. Other than that, we are still searching for placement.
Serena, I don't know if you understand deep down inside how much I just want you to do well. I mean, really, because even like sending you to the refuge twice, that's really unusual for me. You know, there's something about you that I'm really, really trying, but you know, with you running away and being abscond status, you just really limit me and what I can do. All right, so at this point, you know that I know that if I let you go, that you'll run, and so I'm going to go ahead and detain you while they're looking for another place. All right, and then hopefully they can find one quickly. Okay. All right. Thank you, Serena.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mrs. Arnecki. It's good to see you again. All right, Alejandro. My tocayo. All right, Alejandro, 14, you're 15 next month. Arlington police went to a burglary vehicle. So you've been here for 2 weeks. Somebody said they lost their keys early in the day. His wallet was gone. 2 boys were on scene. One of them was you. You went to the apartment office, reported his keys lost. The surveillance video showed you inside the car. So he has the keys from you. You refuse to give him. Then he told you he's going to call the police, and you give him the keys. And you admitted to being there. And you did it because you were upset with your mom. So, all right, you were on probation for assault, family violence. And you refused to provide a urine sample at the beginning. And he's level 3, acceptable. So I guess, Ms. Young, why is he level 3?
From what I can understand, Judge, he has not been the most cooperative while in program.
So he's just refusing to participate in our program?
Yes, sir.
All right, Alejandro, if you have this attitude and do it your way, then you just stay here. When you show me that you can be respectful and follow the rules, then I start thinking about releasing you. But part of my process for this is that if I was to let you go, I know you're just going to be that disrespectful to your mom and your parents. And so I'm just not going to release you back to them for you to cause problems at home. So once you fix your attitude, then we'll start talking about letting you out of here. All right. Thank you, Alejandro. Raimundo
Yes.
waved. You have Felicity. Okay, Felicity, you're 14 years old. You've been here for 60 days now. Fort Worth PD brought you in on a warrant because you ran away from home back in May. And you were gone for a couple weeks. You were on probation for stealing a car at the time. And you were also smoking weed while on probation. All right, so you've been ordered a placement in Arizona, and we're waiting on approval under the Interstate Compact. Do we have a parent here?
No, Your Honor. Mom gave her apology. She's at work.
I understand. Okay, I mean, she gets it because, Felicity, I'm not going to let you go. We're waiting on placement under the Interstate Compact. My advice to you is take this opportunity to do well so that way you can get successfully discharged, getting your probation, and never see me again. Or if you cause problems, then you and I are going to have to deal with each other for years and years, okay?
Yes,
All right. Thank you, Felicity. I'm glad you're level 1 outstanding. Please keep that good attitude up, okay?
yes,
All right,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
What happened to Parnissa? Okay, great. All right, Lewis. Okay, so whoever's on the iPhone, you can either turn the ceiling fan off or move the camera so I can't see the shadow of the ceiling fan. Those are your 2 options. No, so my 2 options are to let you stay here or to remove you. The moving background is very distracting. So can you please, iPhone? Yes, to you, ma'am. Your ceiling fan is on. I can still see the shadow. You can still see the shadow of your ceiling fan. Well, turning the camera off doesn't work either. This is court, people. All right, Lewis, you are almost 17 years old. Never been here before. This is a detention hearing. When a kid's brought to our facility, you have to see a judge within 2 days. I have to decide whether to keep you or release you. If I keep you, you'll see a judge every 10 days while you're here. You have the right to an attorney and you have the right to remain silent. Ms. Nkoye is your attorney. She's here. Good afternoon, Ms. Nkoye.
Good afternoon, Judge.
All right, so yesterday, Lewis, you were brought in about 2:30. Arlington PD was dispatched to domestic. You told the police that your mom told you to clean the house. You weren't doing it fast enough, so she hit you and threw a pot at you. Then you said your mom left and she said that she was gonna buy a gun to kill them. So they called your mom, who said she was driving around trying to find a police station, to come talk to Lewis about choking and hitting her. Mother met the police at her house. Victim told the police she had been attacked the night before while working for DoorDash. She came home from JPS, asked her boys to clean the house. Lewis was talking back to her, so she smacked him in the head, knocked the glasses off his face. So he grabbed her by the throat, pushed her back onto a wall. That also grabbed her wrist, scratched it, causing it to bleed. Younger son broke it up. So I guess Lewis was still yelling at her, so she threw a pot at him so he would shut up. She said that she was in pain from the throat and being scratched. She denied saying that she's going to get a gun. Lewis admitted to grabbing and scratching his mom, but denied choking her. So you were brought here for assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation. Lewis, I'm going to let you know. Do we have a parent here? No?
No, sir, we do not.
All right. So Lewis, I'm going to let you know this is a felony level offense because of the impeding breath or circulation, which means you could be sent to the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, which is basically prison for kids, for an indeterminate sentence. At this point, based on your story, let's say I just believe you that your mom was going to get a gun and kill you. So I'm just going to go and detain you to protect you from your mom. Does that sound fair? So, all right, we will see you at the 10-day hearing, Lewis. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
This one? Nolan,
Yes, sir.
good afternoon. I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention hearing. I've seen you before. I don't remember your name. So you know, when you come in here, you got to see a judge within 2 days. I decide whether to keep you or release you. If I keep you, you'll see a judge every 10 days while you're here. You have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. Mr. Lofton is your attorney. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, so you were referred by Midland Police for, let's see. Police tried to conduct a traffic stop because their notified driver was in possession of a runaway child, possibly harboring her. Vehicle evaded officers till it reached a dead end. Driver and passenger evaded on foot, but were caught. The driver was identified as you, transported to Midland County Juvenile Justice Center. They contacted us, who told them that you have a warrant issued that we signed for you. Let's see, so we went and picked you up and Ms. Lopez, who drove out to Midland County?
It was Mr. Christopher Bell and Phil Sawyer. They went and picked them up yesterday.
Wow, okay. That's a long drive.
Yes, it was.
All right, 2 days before, you were referred out of custody by Arlington Police. According to the report, officers talked with mom, who said that you contacted her on the evening of the 23rd, saying that you would turn yourself in. Mom picked you up, wanted to take you home to see your younger sibling and have dinner. We have mom here?
Right here, Your Honor.
Okay, I guess lesson learned, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so then she was going to take you here in the morning. Mom woke up. Evidently, you took her car, or grandfather's truck, and grandpa never had gave you permission to drive it. 10 days before that, you cut off your EM and ran away. Let's see, back in June, I released you a 10-day hearing on the electronic monitoring and sweat patch. Sweat patch had you positive for methamphetamine. 2 weeks before that, Arlington PD brought you in for stealing your grandfather's truck again. Through the valet key again. Like, Mom, why didn't Grandpa figure out that he needs to hide the valet key?
We thought that we did, I guess.
And previous to that, you also were harboring a runaway. All right. Well, Nolan, I am going to detain you. I think it's going to be a while. Let's go ahead and start a resource staffing. Do we have a psychological already done on this child, Ms. Lopez?
We do not have one yet, but we can have that taken care of. Do you want the resource staffing done before we get the psych eval?
Yes, I'd like to get all the ducks in a row.
Okay.
We can. So, Nolan, at this point, your options realistically unless your attorney can convince the district attorney to give you a chance on probation, is either a placement for your drug addiction for methamphetamine, maybe your behavioral problems, or the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. So it is your decisions going forward that will determine what your future is. If you keep up the bad attitude here at Kimbo that you have been before you came in yesterday, then it will, that path leads to TJJD. You do the right thing and show me that you're changing and that you're making good decisions, then we were looking at possibly placement and probation, okay? Make good decisions, sir. Thank you, Nolan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I be excused, Your Honor, to go to
Yes.
the, thank you, sir.
Have a good day, Mr. Lofton.
Thank you.
All right. Hydra. All right, Hydra. Let's see what's going on. You've been here before. This all started when you were 14 for engaged in organized crime, assault bodily injury, engaged in organized crime, assault bodily injury. You're placed on probation back when you were 16 for unlawfully carrying a weapon, and a second time when you're 16. So twice in one. So Dana, my question is, how is he on probation for unlawfully carrying a weapon, then picks up another unlawfully carrying a weapon and gets probation again? Which judge approved that? Did I?
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to your probation officer. Who's on mute? I don't think.
Dana's on
Dana, I
mute.
don't think you're not on mute. I don't think your mic is working. Okay. Well, doesn't matter. All right. So now you're brought in here, positive for marijuana and for cocaine. Let's see. You were brought in on an arrest warrant. Oh. Back in February, there's a shooting. The victim, Javian Wright, who was a juvenile in this court, had been shot in the head. Rifle was found. Talked to a witness. Witness refused to talk, but had warrants. So they got a warrant to search a house, found a witness, and the witness said that Javian, along with 3 other people, are going to drive by and shoot up Lil Cash's home. Group you on the house, and 2 of them began to fire at the house. Mr. Wright was shot and fell to the ground. So, separate incidents, sir. You were found in a vehicle with a 9mm pistol near you. Which was a Glock pistol, and that the gun that fired, that killed Mr. Wright, was a Glock. So you were here on a murder warrant. Witness placed you in the car the night Mr. Wright was shot. Mr. Victor, is your mic working now?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, it is. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so this looks like when I'm reading, it looks like kind of a friendly fire.
Well, Your Honor, it looks like, from what I read, a really bad example of muzzle discipline.
Right.
It sounds like what the police report indicated was that
4 people, hold on. Looks like from what I'm seeing, the police, 4 people, or a group of people went to go shoot up a house. People came out. The people coming up to the house, everyone started shooting. One of the shooters shooting at the house was shot in the back of the head, presumably by accident.
correct.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I'm going to let you know, sir, that I don't know if you know what the law of parties is in Texas, but that means if 2 or more people get together and either plan, commit, or benefit from a crime together, they're all individually and separately guilty of the most serious offense. So let's say me and Mr. Victorson decide to rob a bank. Even though I'm the getaway driver and I wasn't even inside the bank, I could be guilty of bank robbery, right? So here in the case, it looks like somebody was either intentionally or recklessly shot in the back of the head by some of the acts that you were involved with or planning with. So I'm finding that there is probable cause for the offense of murder. So the fact that you have prior weapons offenses makes me consider you very dangerous to yourself and the community. And the seriousness of the offense, being a felony, and the fact that I'm afraid that you're going to abscond, I'm going to detain you. Right, Mr. Gwynn, I'm going to let you know that you, since you're 18 years old, I'm not going to keep you here at our facility because it is an incredible burden to our detention staff. So I'll have you housed in the Tarrant County Jail because of your age. So your case will still be in this court unless the district attorney asks me to waive my jurisdiction and certify you as an adult. But for now, you are still in the juvenile court legally for your case. Okay? You have a question, sir? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
Okay.
Since I'm going to Tarrant County, I won't have a bond because I'll be still placed on the juvenile hold, right?
That is correct. Because it's a juvenile case, you're not entitled to bond. Unless the DA asks me to give up my jurisdiction and certify you as an adult. At that point, if I do give up my jurisdiction, I will set a bond for you because it'll be an adult case.
How would that work? Like how? Like I gotta get. Like how would that? Like.
Well, that's up to the district attorney's office. They'll decide whether or not to file the paperwork for me to set a hearing to decide if I think I should keep my jurisdiction over you or if I should give up my jurisdiction and transfer your case to an adult criminal court. And I do need to let you know that if I keep the jurisdiction, because this is a first-degree felony, you could do up to 40 years in TJJD, and there will be a transfer of your case to TDC to finish a sentence, or you could get probation, but your probation could be transferred at your 19th birthday to the adult court to finish your probation if it lasts longer than a year, or I could give up my jurisdiction. If you're certified as an adult, then you are potentially looking at to life with parole for this offense, which would mean 55 years. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's the worst case scenario. The best, the lowest limit juvenile case, it's 0 years. It could be 1 day, or in the adult system, the minimum punishment on this would be 5 years if I give up my jurisdiction. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me? All right. Thank you very much, Tandra.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Dejean.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off, Judge. Raymond's here, so I think
Have a
that's
good day, Mr. Hall.
You too.
All right, Dejean, 16 years old. I'm sorry, am I saying your name wrong?
Dejean.
Dejean, okay, Dejean. So you were here back in June for evading arrest. I guess was he ever taken into the facility, Ms. Lonzo, or did we just?
It was an out of custody referral.
Okay. All right, so you've never been here at our facility before. Yesterday, about 11 o'clock, North Hills PD was dispatched to domestic. Got there, talked to your sister, said that she and you got into an argument about you using her clothes. So you went to her room and locked her out. Victim went outside, came in through a window, continued to argue, and Day one was about to assault sister, so she used a stun gun on you. Then evidently you grabbed her in a headlock and prevented her from breathing for about 7 seconds. She was able to get away, ran to the bathroom. She said you followed her to the bathroom, threw her into the tub and turned the hot water on. She was able to get out of the bathroom to call the police, and you took off. Victim says she was in pain from the assault. They saw scratch marks on her neck. About 1 o'clock, you returned home. Police were notified. They went, arrested you, and brought you here. This now back in June, it's 1 month ago. Hearst PD sent a case to us saying that about 10:40 in the morning, they saw a traffic accident. 3 black males exited, told the males to wait on the curb line, then went to the other vehicle, turned back and saw all 3 black males walking away from the scene. Dispatch told the police officer the car that they were in was stolen. 3 started to run away from the officer's vehicle, made contact with 1, identified as Day One. Drew his pistol, ordered you to stop, taken into custody. The car was stolen out of Texarkana, and you were released to your mom. And you're refusing a drug test.
Judge Kim, he did provide a UAI and he tested positive for marijuana.
Okay, so you have a pending case for running from the police while you're caught in a stolen car, smoking weed, and then now arrested for assault, family violence by impeding breath or circulation. We don't have a parent here, Ms. Alonso?
No, mother's currently in Dubai.
In Dubai, okay.
Yes.
All right, well, Day One, I'm gonna let you know that I'm concerned. I'm not gonna release you back to the same home that your sister's in. I think that's, for whatever reason, toxic situation, or at least it was yesterday. So I'm gonna detain you for now. We'll review this in 10 days at the next hearing, decide whether to continue to keep you or if there's a way to release you into the community without anybody being in danger, okay? All right, thank you, Day One.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, that is
I think that's
conclusion of today's detention hearing. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully we'll get the Zoom thing down again. So, all right, everyone have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.